Hello and welcome. I am here with the second evicted house guest, finishing in 16th place on 1984's
Bullshit.
season 16 collector's edition. Allie, how are we doing?
We are unwell. We are unwell. We went out behind all the inactives. Are we kidding?
See, this week in the 1984 house was crazy. If week
It,
one was, stepping your foot in a pool, this was getting dragged by a shark in the ocean.
yeah.
I I definitely the vibe this season is very different than what I've seen and witnessed and played in different games. And with Carson winning HOH, I there's some people that go with the vibe of, oh, these people are talking all the time versus, oh, these people aren't. And so I guess, can you explain like what your initial reaction was when he won HOH?
I didn't have power. I was out. I couldn't even play. I think that's what pisses me off the most. Like, not that that's production's fault because it's not. It's just circumstance. Um, so the next morning I was like, oh, Carson won. I'm good. Like we've talked. I'm on an exit interview. Sorry. And I was like, oh, I'll be fine. And I was, in fact, not fine. I thought it was fine. I literally said to Carson, um, because he was like, how are you feeling? I was like, good, now that you're HOH, like, I feel great.
And I guess my next question is there anything you feel like you did wrong in this game to get you evicted at this point?
Um, I put some trust in Luke, and I feel like that was a bad decision, but it was my first one. I've never played before. Um, I had a group chat with Tina and Grayson, and then I had one with Luke and Ray. And apparently that means I had 20 others. Um, and Ray came to me later and was like, I should have spoke up. And I'm like, you should have, but you're still not. So you're still a problem. Like, it's one thing to come to me and say it, but it's another, but he's not going to admit that because it looks bad on him.
Yeah,
Like, oh, I didn't help my ally, Allie.
I will say you did mention it's your first game. Just reading through the game talk and everything I've seen so far, I'm not going to say who, obviously, because I don't want to dive too much in anything, but there are some conspiracy theories out there that you've done multiple orgs and you know what you're doing. So,
What? There's a conspiracy about me doing more than one. Please, I want them to show me where I was.
yeah, send the links. Like, I want to see you play another game. No, but I guess in all seriousness, would you play another game, just any game, like again? Was this something you enjoyed?
Mm, I wouldn't say I enjoyed it because I didn't get to actually play. I told Sky earlier I don't know that I would play again because my stipulation would be that I'd have to be able to play with Kyle. I want to play with Kyle. Um, that would be my one and only like stipulation if but I think I want to play Survivor. I think I want to Survivor.
Survivor games. There are plenty more Survivor games out there than there are Big Brother, at least from what I've seen in the world of Discord and Facebook and whatnot. I don't really do the Instagram games because they're full of children, but
I won't
um,
play anything like that. It'd have to be like this. Um, and I know that most of them aren't like this. So I'd probably just try to stick to 1984.
yeah, you were labeled as someone that was on the house call a lot. So I guess in your short time in the house, I will ask you, are there any moments in particular, any great memories that you'll take away from this experience with anybody in specifics or?
Can you repeat that? It cut out for me. I think it was my fault, but
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering if there was anyone or any memories you feel like specifically stood out to you in your short time in the house that, you'll think back on and like laugh or like anything in particular you got from this game?
Um, yes. Uh, the fact that Kyle and I were each other's number one, and we thought nobody knew, but obviously everybody knew. Um, and Kyle and I making fun of everyone's haircut, even though him and I have horrible haircuts. He's bald and my hair's short. Um, Kyle, I love Kyle. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna be so bored. Kyle does something to my heart. Kyle, all Kyle. And Paris with his This is 1984 After Dark.
That was an interesting Zoom I went to after I wasn't there, and I opened it after, and I was like, oh, this is it's interesting. But
Yeah, they are that group, the Zay, and Chris asked me, "Are you in an alliance with?" He said, "Luke, um, Zay, Kyle, Kaylee, and yourself." And I said, "No, because I'm not. Luke's not in there. It's Paris." And when I was telling them, we're all looking at each other like, how did they figure this out? Luke is how they figured it out. If Luke is not nominated, and I'll be watching, if he's not nominated, everyone's stupid. And I know that it's about to blow up because I blew up Luke's entire game. Um, because I'm not stupid. No, actually I am stupid, but I'm not blind. Um, and that that's the truth. So I would play again only if Kyle's there, but I do think I want to play Survivor. I can't shut that off unless I play.
no, and I will say from personal experience, a lot of the things people struggle with coming into these games for the first time, and I personally did myself, is not knowing how much people talk. And you were quite the opposite, where feel like you were constantly trying to talk to people. You were in the house call, you were getting to know people, and I honestly think that some longtime orc people, maybe were like threatened by that. Carson is someone that has done his fair share of these games, so maybe I think that could have had something to do with your
But
eviction. But
he's never done one of those games with Allie. And that's what he doesn't I would have protected him. He's so stupid. Game wise, I think Carson on a personal level is very smart. I think he's beautiful. Um I think he's a charmer. And think that's where people get confused because if you look at him when he smiles with those pretty little glasses that he wears, he is such a handsome little guy. And it's one of those like I can trust him because he's pretty. You can't. You can't trust pretty. But then again, Paris is beautiful. Kyle, my gay cowboy, is beautiful. Like Kyle, I'm really upset that I don't get to play with Kyle. I don't know if anyone can tell. I did a whole confessional on Kyle. You guys should incorporate goodbye messages.
yeah, that is something that I would love to do.
It's harder. It's easier said than done.
Yeah, sometimes people, it's hard with like making sure people don't leak things, So this is going to be posted to the VL so they can watch it. There have been a lot of thoughts on the season between like those people. Like I know
Can
Kyle,
they watch it now, even though they're still in, or do they have to wait?
I'm going to upload this like as soon as this is over because this is not
I
oh,
didn't leak anything, right?
no, no, this is just the VL. Like this is nobody in the season, obviously.
All right, cool. Because as
Yeah,
long
no,
as that's what I'm scared of. Because I'm like, oh my God, I just said Kyle was my number one.
no, funnily enough, the closest someone probably is to the people in the VL is probably Kyle's brother, Brandon. So, I mean, I'm sure you're not gonna have to worry about that. But
No, he could tell him how much I love him. If I said something in the game, Kyle knows.
so I guess the other interesting thing I kind of want to address is
Hmm.
we saw later in the week Tina basically almost volunteering to kind of get put up and go home. And obviously Carson did not go with that renomination option. And I guess just walk me through like your thought process from when she kind of just tried to do that versus like all the way to the end when Kaylee was renominated.
So when Tina said that, me and Kyle in the little group that we have with Zay and Paris and Kaylee, we were like, "Oh my God, we're both gonna make it out of here. Like we're gonna live to see another week." And then so going into Renom, I was like, I didn't think Carson was gonna do it, to be honest. But then Tina wanted to stay, so I think even if so Carson and Tina had to have spoken for Carson to give her the time of day because Kaylee was getting renommed regardless. I am certain because Carson thinks that Kaylee told me something that she did not tell me. Chris told me.
Yeah, it's very interesting seeing how like you and Kaylee, who I also believe it's like her first game as well, like
Hmm.
caught yourself on the block. And as far as I'm concerned, we could be in for like a two-sided game, which from a production standpoint could be interesting, but from a personal standpoint, it sucks because we're gonna see casualties like you leave the
Right.
game prematurely. Um,
No, I'm telling you, I was the shining star. I don't care what anybody says. I, and that makes me sound so full of myself, and I'm not. It's just like I felt like I was constantly like pulling conversation out and starting certain conversations that wouldn't otherwise been Zay might outshine me, um, truthfully, but he was such like to me a light, but if he wasn't in there, I was like the next pull. Like, guys, let's do a game night. Let's do this. Let's do that. And like,
No, yeah, I 100% agree. You're definitely one of the biggest characters I've seen last 2 weeks in 1984. So I will say production like absolutely loved you on that front. And a lot of, you were,
bring me back next time. We'll try again. I'll try again if you
I,
guys just bring me back.
I would love nothing more. I guess a couple more things to get to. I guess my next question is who do you want to see win HOH next week? This might be a little obvious.
Kyle.
Okay. And this
I want Kyle to win every week.
This next question is also probably obvious, but who do you want to see leave the house next week?
Honestly, it's not as obvious as you think it is. I would like Ray to leave.
Oh wow.
Um, because it's a number for Luke and Luke needs to stay one more week. He needs to make it through this week because if you can get him to blip, 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 blip more to the next HOH has enough to go off of to nominate whoever the hell they need to nominate. Um, and I just blew up Luke. Like I'm telling you, I blew it up because Luke didn't think he was dumb enough because he's not stupid. That's why when it was happening, I'm like, you are not this dumb. I know that you're smarter than this. Why are you doing this? So you need Ray to go to take a number from that side because I do agree with you that it's about to be a split game. Um, and I I was upset with Grayson a little bit, but he apologized to me and once I saw Grayson's side, I would like to see that Grayson or Kyle win. Um, I I think Ray should go next. If Ray doesn't go, then I would prefer to see Luke. I Carson's got to stay a little bit longer because without me and if Zay goes, it's it's gonna be dull. And I don't like dull.
That's
You
a fair
need
point.
a villain,
Every story needs a villain. My next question would be, who do you think is gonna go home this week?
Kyle.
Oh wow.
Um, I think I think if Kyle doesn't win, Kyle goes. He's an easy target now. He was already nominated and he got pulled off by Noah. he and me and Kyle both said the same thing. Like we think he might be next. If it's not him, it's going to be Grayson. I'm concerned both for both of them. I don't like that idea at all.
Okay.
If if I could pick, it would be Luke or Ray. One of them needs to go.
Okay. Now, the last thing I have for you is a game I like to call the name game. And so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna run through everyone's name, alphabetical order, and you give me the first name that or first adjective that pops into your mind when I
So is that adjective? Is that like
describing someone like funny,
okay? That's what I
nice,
thought.
curious, handsome, I don't know, like, you know.
Okay.
So let me just pull up the list here because I don't have them like the alpha, whatever, whatever. All right, so I guess first name we'll go with your mortal enemy. No, I'm just kidding. Carson,
He's a snake, but I do love him outside. He's a snake.
Chris.
Stoner.
I mean, Davy,
Um, Lovable.
Grayson,
Lovable.
Haley,
Perfect. Haley's perfect.
Kaylee,
Oh, she's an angel.
Kyle,
Amazing. Best ever.
Luke,
Mm. Rattlesnake. 'Cause he's a
Matt,
rat. I don't know Madison. She never played. Respectfully.
Mira,
Halsey. She likes Halsey like I do.
fair, Noah,
Smart.
Harris,
Beautiful.
Ray.
Get him out. I don't have anything for him. Uh, Quiet.
Tina,
Emotional.
and finally Zay.
Amazing. I love him.
Nice, nice. And my final thing I have to ask you for is right now, we still have 15 people left. But if you had to pick who you think is going to win this game right now, who would it be?
I want to say Kyle. It won't be Kyle because I have faith in him, but I'm scared and I don't want to jinx him. So I'm gonna say Carson wins.
Oh, wow. I mean, if they take out the queen, then I guess you'll be crowned king. No, I'm just kidding. But um,
I love him outside and he's very smart. Um, he's a little meticulous. Now he's got a little bit of a target. He might do damage control and he might be good at it.
well, Allie, I just want to say from the bottom of my heart and the people on the production team, I know you were reached out to and you took a gamble coming to play this game. So, with that being said, welcome to our community. Everyone on production loved you, and you were a shining star that unfortunately I don't even have the words to describe what happened this week. It's like watching Big Brother like the first or second week, and you're like, what just happened, you know? Um,
I know.
but
Well, Big Brother starts on July 10th. Come join me on Big Brother Live. We'll be there.
I really hope to see you in more games, and if not, you never know. 1984 might do another season where they bring people back. I was on a second chances season myself, so I would love for you to get an opportunity
Did
to.
you win?
No, I did not. I I've played 3 times. I've gotten 10th, 8th, and 4th, so
Okay.
it's tough out here. But no
Much
shame.
further than me.
Don't worry about it. It's your first time, and I'm sure we can find you a good Survivor game to play. If not, so
Well,
thank
keep
you.
me in the loop with you guys. Let me know if there's ever anything else. Maybe I'll think about it. I will play Survivor though.
And I look forward to hopefully seeing you at their reunion after we crown the winner of
I will be
1984.
there.
But this is Nolan and Ali signing off. So thank you so
Bye.
much.